Martina SCARPELLI. I will try in Italian, my Italian word, but it's not really. Thank you, please. Cosmoetico. I must say I was puzzled when I watched the film. For me, it was like really about, the difficulty to live with the body or something like that. And I read the script.
Yes.
And I was lost. For me, it was obvious, it was like, it's a complicated script, no? The story.
Well, the story is not so complicated for me, maybe because I know it. But, there's this girl who wants to know what's first, the birth of the universe. And she just imagined the universe as a big balloon full of many things. And she decided to empty it to discover which is the very first part. And then when she reached the very first part, which is the point, she just realized that she's also part of it and she doesn't know what to do. So this is not so difficult for me. Like, it's a logical process you can easily do.
But did you play with it, with the storyboard and the way it's done? Because it seemed like it's more going in different places. It's not so obvious. And that's quite is interesting, actually.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to make it so easy. So, yes, I played with the storyboard pretty much. But first I played with the script, pretty much. It was a bigger script, and then I just cut out all of the shots weren't so useful for my goal, which was a question, so I didn't have to explain. I didn't want to give an answer, I just want to give a question. So actually I make it shorter as it was at the beginning.
And it was you or your teacher said, "Oh, that's maybe you should do another story."
I had the feeling that something wasn't. It was too much, but yes, Paul Bush consulted me a lot, and he suggested me also that maybe it would be a better idea to cut a big part of the film, and he was right. I agreed with him.
What about the storyboard? Did you really play with the storyboard and recut it and put it in another way and everything? Or
no, no. I had really some clear images, and some part of the film weren't clear at all, and. I just tried a lot of different stuff for this part, which I didn't know how to do, and how to represent. But I always had in mind the very first part and the very last, the very end, and in the geometrical part, and then the rest is a connecting.
The black and white is quite strong in the film, and you have a lot of white. I mean, no background. Is it really important? It was. We only focus on her and her body.
Yes. I didn't feel the need. I didn't feel I needed any background, and whether I needed it, then I used it like in the beginning. And no, it was a choice. I mean, I like it like that, really minimalistic, and in order to focus on what is happening in the story. And it was my choice.
I don't know much about Centro Sperimentale di Cinematografia, but when I saw all the film, it seemed for me it's really graphic, really strong, visual.
Really?
Yes, cool. No? Well, only the film that I saw in Nancy, for example, or in festival like that.
Okay, because is an old school, but the animation department is not so old, and we are not so much. And the school had us really a lot of freedom on using our style, so we don't have to stick into some categories or I don't know, be cartoon or not. And I attended a fine art school before, so I come from painting and drawing, and this is what I've mostly done in the past. But I don't know, but I'm glad you saw this graphical style, because I didn't notice like from representing the school, but it's nice.
Well, yeah, maybe it's the one who are in festival, and
yes.
It's like really. Is it? I mean, there was a great animation it's in Italy, maybe in the 70s, much more in the 70s. We don't know much. Of course, there is, I'm saying that there is Simone Massi and Tocafondo and a lot of people right now, but it seems that Simone Massi is coming a lot to France or Tocafondo to get funding, because it seems difficult to get funding in
Well, Italy. I live in Denmark. And I have a French producer, which is just right there. And so, yes, it's pretty difficult to get funding in Italy at the moment. It's not an easy period for us. And I hope it would get better, but I don't know. I'm happy to be abroad.
Is it easier in Denmark right now? Abroad, when you
in
live,
Denmark.
In Denmark.
I attended this ASF where we probably met once.
Yeah.
And and then I applied to the open workshop, an animation workshop. So now I'm developing a new film there, a short film documentary.
You can talk a little bit about that, about animation.
At the animation workshop?
Yeah.
Well, the animation workshop is great.
It seems strange because it seems that the opposite of your style. What we see, you know, as
yeah,
a short
but the
film.
open workshop is a residency program for young directors. So you actually apply with your film, with a project, and once you're in, you can do your style. But they let you a lot of freedom in that.
It's a short film.
It's a short animated documentary, and about anorexia. Yeah, and yeah, we hope to. Well, we are now in development. We hope to get the fund soon, and we are sure to get the fund, and we will start the production maybe in 2016. Okay. And I don't want to say too much about it because,
of course. but still. It's a film about body.
Yes, it is.
Body. So I was not too wrong at the beginning when I said it's about also the difficulty. I don't know, but playing, you know, with the body and to have a.
Yeah, it is personal, and yes, and it comes maybe from me, but I like to play with that.
And as it's personal, that's why also you like to, you know, confuse people and not saying a real story directly.
Yes, maybe yes, but the next one I will be really directed.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.